Add on.
All right, so we're going to add the triple steps. So we're going to do 2 steps, and then what's going to happen with the leads here is we put the follow in front, step, step, and then I need to come alongside the follow so that we are mirroring the position that we started in.
It's your basic whip footwork. It's triple step, 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 triple step.
Yes.
So that you've probably done umpteen times before. But as Andrew said, he's going to start here, and he's going to end up here. So we go down this little promenade, and end up on the other side. So,
And with our partner?
how many are we doing? We're going in between.
Let's do 2 of them in a row. Okay, so we'll go rock, step, triple step, 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 triple step, rock, step, triple step, 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 triple step, rock, step, triple step, right? I mean, you're doing your whip footwork. Is that new to anybody or real good? Okay, all right, good. Right, left, right, and left, right.
So you're using the triple step to get back
Yeah,
into
it's the second triple step. When you're getting back into this position here, you're using your second triple step to get there. So it's the right and right on the. That's a rock step. All this footwork is is going to be everything we're doing today is going to use the exact same footwork.
Right. That's why you're keeping it simple, so you can just pull it all out tonight, look impressive at the Giant Aces dance that everybody's coming to, right?
Right, there's 5 moves here, and all 5 moves are using the same footwork. So whatever the pattern is here, this is what we're going to be doing.
And it's one you've done before, probably.
Okay,
All right.
same thing with this partner, and then actually a little tricky to lead socially because we're so used to doing the basic 6 count that in order to get into the promenade, you have to really give that direction on 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I want you to really think about if you're going to emphasize one count in these moves more than the others, it's going to be the 5. Okay, because that's where you're giving the direction.
So think of it, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Just get them going, right? Because once you get us going, we'll continue with that pattern. So you always want to slightly exaggerate either when you're starting the move or you're changing, you're shifting gears. And then once you get us going, we just keep doing it until you change us again.
Okay, speaking of changing moves, we're going to add on to follow going in front. Now we're going to have the leads go in front. All right, so we're just taking the move we just did and standing on its head. So it's going to look like this. Rock, step, triple in front, step, triple step,
We changed
rock, step.
roles is what it was.
Yeah, we changed the order.
Yeah, I'm basically kind of doing what the lead was doing before, but it's because that's what's being led.
Okay, so it's going to be rock, step, lead, triple in front, reverse step, triple step, and then collect. Okay?
Let's just walk through that again real quick. So
Yep.
now you're
All right, and it's going to look like this. So the first one's going to be follow goes.
follow,
Step, step, and then another follow goes,
under,
and then we're gonna have a lead go, and then lead go again. Okay, and then catty corner to them. You want to be squared up, or you want them squared up? Okay.
So you've got to use that lead arm to put your follow in position by 4, right? Rock, step, triple step, you're there. 4, rock, step, triple step, they're there. So at the end of that triple is where you're doing your moving of your partner, and you've got to be in position for the step, really right in front of you.
Yeah, because if you're not squared up like this and you're here and I start walking backwards, it really doesn't work. Okay, so
Pretty good.
title of this course was Twin Turn Promenades. So we're going to go over and follow those turn and promenade and then say 1, 2, triple place, step, step, triple step, rock, step. Okay? So it looks fancy, it's the same footwork. Yes. So just like before, the lead count is going to be 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
In
Okay.
that position again.
Yeah, same position.
You got to get that follow where you want to.
Now, where the left hand here is going to come in very handy. It's so funny.
He's an engineer.
Anyway, so I need to create direction and rotation with this lead. This is a very kind of subtle and complicated lead because I want to send Sue back on this, but then I need to immediately add rotation. So on 5, I'm sending her back, but then I'm rotating her as I'm doing
moving
this.
down the track. So I'm turning, but I'm moving down my track.
Right.
Because I feel the lead. Remember the right hand, the follower's right hand, so powerful for the lead, because when the right hand moves, the body moves, right? We don't do this, right? But the right hand moves, the core of the body moves with it. So in this particular case, I am being pushed this way as I'm being sent to turn. I use push lightning. I'm guided.
Yes, so if I only add rotation, we just kind of spin in place, and okay, that's fine, but it's not what we're doing.
It's cute, but it's not, yeah, we're trying to actually do pump on as well.
Right, if I'm adding direction, but no rotation, like if I'm adding direction and no rotation, then I'm spinning by myself. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm adding direction and then rotation. That's a general rule of thumb for leads, is that you always want to have the lead contain the information of direction first and before you add the rotation to it. Okay, so
again, what we're going to do,
yeah, we're going to stop at 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then we're going to stop here, and then we're just going to try to throw the follow back and away from us as we're
keep in mind
working.
that you're sending us down the track, you might want to follow. Right? You actually have to be there to pick the hand up as we turn around. So don't stand there and go, oh, that was good. Whoa. You know, you got to actually come after us.
We are ready to come after you. Right now, I want to make sure we get the direction of where we're sitting correct. So lead, you're going to be turning over, like hold your right thumb up, point it behind you, and you're pitching right. That's the direction you're going. Follows, you want to hold your left arm up and put the thumb over, and that's the direction you're going.
Hopefully that's what you'll feel, because your hand is being sent that way.
Okay, so yeah, like if you're confused leads, hold your right arm up like and point your thumb back behind you. That's the direction you're going.
We're going left.
Yeah. So now we're going to add the footwork. The good news is you have done all of this footwork. Okay, what's happening here is that the step, instead of being straight, straight forward, straight backward, is going to be a turn. Okay, which, for the leads, we're going to be step, step, trip, step. And for the follows,
They're kind of the same thing. Step, step, triple step.
okay? But the idea is we're moving down the line as we're doing this. Okay, so it's going to be romp, step, triple step, 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 triple step, 1, 2.
Is that our little swivels in there because they look so cute?
Unlike the previous move, we were ending it closed. This one we're ending it open. So I want to kind of tie a little bow on the end of this move, and after we do the turn, I want to do a circle. So I want it to look like this. All right? It's going to be so from close. So starting from close, it's going to be 1, 2, triple step, 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 triple step, 1, 2, triple step, 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 triple step. Okay? So we wind up back where we started.
Oh, you completed the circle.
Yes.
Here. And then
we
wow. And then here
here.
again. So it's like a little sneaky way to get back to where you started.
Yes. Yeah, we're learning a little bit of musicality while we're doing this too. A little bit of freezing. All right, here we go. Where the follow goes. Now we need to do the variation for the lead going. All right, this is going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2. Okay, so what's going on there? Well, a couple of things. We're changing up the direction of rotation for the follows, but we're not changing it for the leads. The leads are still going over our right side on this. Follows, you'll be going over your left.
Right.
Right? Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I flipped it around. And so we get the 4, just like we did before, with the when we did the normal one. So, but what's happening here is I'm providing direction and again, and then rotation. So the direction is the hand on the back, and I'm bringing Sue forward, okay? But the rotation comes in, I throw this hand out to the side, okay? So it's step, step, triple, step, 1, 2. Okay, so it's important that we're inputting direction first and then immediately inputting the rotation after we've given the direction.
So direction, then rotation.
Yes. Okay, so it's going to look like, slowing it down, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, step, throw, triple step, rock, step.
Yes.
Okay, it's going to feel almost that it's happening at the same time, but the direction comes
Let's
just
walk
ahead.
through it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take our position.
And I'm throwing this hand out, okay? So forward, out, step, step, okay? So, and it's important that I'm here on 4, okay? I need to be here and set because if I'm if I'm still kind of like showing up on 4, I'm creating this sort of like whipping motion
So it's
around
very
me.
precise, you gotta cut her off.
Yeah, you have to be squared up by 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have to like be square and set so that when you go to 5, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, 2, you can do it. Okay? That first step is directly behind you. You're turning your quarter turn behind you. Half turn, half turn.
So the lead is just back.
You're moving down the line, so like you can't afford to be spinning in place because you're going to have your follower running into you. You have to use that turn to travel down the line as you're moving. Okay? So actually, I want all the leads to do this with me right now.
Oh boy, this is like something important.
Okay?
Step, 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 triple step, 1, 2. Yeah, 1.
Really good fallback plan for like if you put too much juice on the sending out, right? You make it look like you planned it all along, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice I did the same thing that I did the previous time, but I wasn't. Remember how we just practiced moving down the line? Okay, but that time I kind of stayed in place a little bit. Okay, and I let her catch
Had all
up to
this
me.
extra energy.
Right. So like, I'm moving kind of down the line, but really what I'm doing is I'm mostly staying in place and moving off of her track and letting her catch up to me. 2, 3, 4, step, step.
Now the lead for a scoot, we call them scoots, is the hand going up. So when I see the lead's hand going up, I start scooting. I
Yes.
scoot without it. I'm like,
But yeah, like so this is something you kind of do to kind of save the move if you add it. If I'm like dancing with you and I add too much juice to it, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm like, oh crap. So the idea here is that so the lead changes for the leads in that well the lead doesn't change, but our footwork changes in that instead of like pump, pump, pump and getting down the line, we're kind of like moving off to the side a little bit and marching in place and then allowing the follow to catch up with us.
so how many turns are you doing?
I'm just doing one turn. It's the same number as one turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step,
left,
step,
right,
triple, step,
right.
and
Okay.
then
So you're going right, left, right. So if the guys are going right, left, right.
yeah, and then the triple steps become the beginning of the scoot. So it can be one triple, and then you could like rock out of that
Let's
point.
just do that. Let's do a scoot then.